We have safety procedures and drills that will keep us safe at Rising Hill. We always want our students and staff to feel confident that our school is a safe place to work and learn, and confident that we're preparing ourselves for emergency situations just like we're preparing ourselves for everything in life. Always keep in mind that if you see something threatening or unusual, say something to a trusted adult. Students should report threats, unusual activity, and anytime another student is in need. To begin, let's clarify a couple of important terms. We'll talk about a lock and teach and a lockdown. A lock and teach is a procedure we'll follow when we want our school to be safe simply by clearing the halls and our open areas from all students. We'll ask that students remain in class. A lock and teach is not an emergency. An announcement will state that we are following lock and teach procedures and all students should report to classrooms. Instruction will continue and movement beyond classrooms will be restricted. Oftentimes during a lock and teach, teachers will receive directions by email from the office. Now, a lockdown is a little different. A lockdown is when something happens that causes our school to go into a lockdown situation. In a lockdown, you might hear an announcement from our phones stating lockdown, lockdown. It will say that our school is in a lockdown. Our emergency lights will flash, and you might also enter a lockdown based on actions that you or others see and report. In an actual lockdown, we will lock out or get out. A lockout is when we want to keep our classrooms safe and secure by locking them. Our door magnets are pulled and our doors are locked. Teachers will direct students to barricade or bridge the room with furniture and possibly secure or tie a door with other items. We'll identify a safe wall in the classroom, and if the school goes into a lockdown and you're not in a classroom, you would get into a classroom quickly or get out of the building. Another procedure we might follow during a lockdown is to get out. We want to consider how we could get out of a particular room that you're in. If you're in a main space, like our library, the commons, or a flex room that has glass walls, we would want to get out of that area and go into a classroom that locks. We also might want to get out of the building. In an emergency, get out may mean out of the building or get out of an area that can be and into an area that can be safely locked. Some classrooms and areas are better to get out than to try and lock out. You can also always listen to your teachers for instructions, but as a student, be thoughtful about whether you would want to get out of that space because it's an open space that you cannot lock, or if you want to go to a space that you can be with your class, or lock out a space by securing the doors. The purpose of all of our drills is to help you feel confident in an emergency. We don't want to simply hide with lights off. We want to be ready and prepared to act should we need to make a decision. Students should always listen carefully to adults and always be thoughtful about how to be safe. In any location, school or otherwise, if you're in the community or out with your family, these strategies of lockout and get out can be used and can be helpful in any emergency. Our school is a safe place to work and learn. This information is meant to empower you and our teachers to be prepared in any emergency.